Hi, this is architect Perumal Nagapushnam from What's Wrong Out There. This video is about why China and the US will never go to war. There are many articles speculating and fear-mongering that the US is about to engage a war with China. These articles stoke fear and trepidation. On March 9th, 2021, the Washington Post irresponsibly quoted Ex NATO General as co-author of a novel of the next World War. He said to today's worldview that part of why we never end up throwing nuclear weapons at each other during the Cold War is that we imagine how terrible it would be, how gripping and societal destructive it would be. I'm reacting to this warmongering ex-NATO general with sheer logic and see how wrong they are and are bent on merely publishing books to make money, writing a sensational idea, evoking the fears, working on the sentiments of the people. He should have known best how impossible it is to throw bombs in this day and time as if it was an affiliate of bombs to be thrown around. Another article introducing the S-500, replacing the S-400 at a time when the smell of war cannot be stronger and China can drop nuclear bombs as they want. What smell of war? What dropping bombs as they want? It's not a toy game. It is not. Let's see how it is, okay? And as I go along, I'll explain why this is so. This video explains why this will never be so. There are three reasons for this. Reason one, China is not trained to fight and ill-equipped to fight the US. The Chinese will never engage in a war, not one specifically with the US. The Chinese war machinery have never been tested. It's a show of strength, but no efficacy at war. The Chinese war machinery is mediocre and it's not trained to match even the Indian army. And as you saw in the videos of Chinese army personnel crying as they were going to the war, to the Indian-Chinese borders. The Chinese course of their one-child policy has brought about children who have no stomach to fight. Furthermore, the fighter jet capabilities are overrated by the Chinese to create a facade of power and fearfulness. As it is, the Chinese military is no match to the US superior defense and superior military capability. And the Chinese know that. Again, even if they did, the Chinese warplanes will never have a chance to land even in the US territory as the US defense system can easily thwart their futile efforts. We saw what the Iron Dome did in Israel, effectively defending Israel against the Hamas missile bombs. Reason number two, nuclear war is not throwing bombs at each other, as indicated by General Stravridis in the 203, the next World War book. The nuclear bombs are super heavy and cannot be thrown around easily like a toy. For a nuclear bomb to be effective, it has to be exploded at a certain height. And the largest Russian Tsar bomb is 27 tons. The largest American bomb, nuclear bomb, is 10 tons. Imagine carrying a huge truck weighing 27 tons. How it will slow down the jets. The little boy nuclear bomb dropped at Hiroshima weighs 4.4 tons. The stealth bomber carrying a 27-ton nuclear bomb would be slowed in speed. Stealth fighters cannot carry a 27 nuclear bomb. And this is it. The modern defense system in place, such as the S-400, S-500, or S-1000 in the future, or any other systems that is in place in America, can shoot down not only the best stealth bombers, even the best stealth fighter jets. The defense response time is 5 seconds, and that's incredible. There's no way a plane carrying a heavy loaded nuclear bomb can enter into any territory easily. And to time the explosion at the right time and the right height, the bombing of Nagasaki and Hiroshima just caught the Japanese by surprise. But this time around, they won't. In the case of the bombing of Nagasaki, the primary target was Kokura Arsenal. But the anti-aircraft gunfire at Kokura and the weather made Major Siwini decide to switch onto the secondary target, Nagasaki. Even then, it was impossible to target Kokura. But what about now? With the defense system in place, can they throw bombs around as they want, like balls? Theory. And thirdly, the deterrence theory. The deterrence theory holds that nuclear weapons are intended to deter other states from attacking with their nuclear weapons. Though the possible retaliation and possible mutually assured destruction, yes. Let's see how this theory worked out over these years. Watch here in 4 instances when a nation empowered with nuclear weapon, the impending war was diffused. Such is in the case of India, Pakistan, US, Russia, and US, North Korea case. Let's see the Indian-Pakistan case. India and Pakistan fought two major wars, but not after 1999, when both nations have acquired nuclear status. Now, after which both nations settled the border skirmishes with minor wars. Now, US and North Korea. North Korea's position was always under the threat of being attacked by US for being a belligerent nation. North Korea's position was in fact fortified after acquiring a 100,000-ton nuclear bomb, 133 times the size of the little boy bombed at Nagasaki. North Korea have since then become friends under the watch of Donald Trump. The US and the Russian conflict. At the height of the Cold War, US and Russia never did go to war except for the Cuban Missile Crisis. The Russian backed down as the US was ready to engage in a serious war. The war was diffused and Russia decided to pull back. India and Chinese conflict. The recent Indian and Chinese border skirmishes threatened a full-scale war. The Chinese pulled back as India was determined to face off, even at the cost of bloody war. These are the examples of the deterrent theory working. As the US and Chinese will never go to war. Again, the recent nuclear facility meltdown was a gross reminder of the dangers of the widespread effect of nuclear fallouts on fish lives, and that was contaminated with radiation until right up to the fishes in the Californian waters. Furthermore, the theory has a greater efficacy as nuclear bombs have gotten more powerful these days. They are more potent, more harmful, and the fear of the unknown is a great deterrent. See below how the big bombs, the big nuclear weapons have gotten bigger since Hiroshima. The nuclear bomb in Hiroshima, called Little Boy, was 15,000 tons. The US Castle Bravo nuclear bomb is 1,000 times Hiroshima bomb. The Russian Tsar bomb is 3,300 times stronger than the Little Boy. China's largest bomb is 266 times larger than the Little Boy. And so is that the other nations who have acquired bombs are many times bigger than the Hiroshima bombs. For this reason, China and the US will never start a serious war except for some border skirmishes to show strength in Taiwan, the South China Sea, Philippines, and the Sea of Japan. Let not these warmongers discourage us with the wars and rumors of war between US and China and create an enmity among us. Please hit the subscribe button if you learned something new here. Signing off, Architect Perumal Nagapushnam from What's Wrong Out There.